I'm in my parents' back garden where I grew up before I ever knew I'd be an archaeologist. But even here, there is archaeology. This neighborhood was converted into subdivisions and houses in the mid-20th century. Prior to that, the whole area belonged to two men from the local community, Mr. Manahi and Mr. Tupara Morrison. And prior to them, the area was communal farmland for the Māori who lived here on Kawaha Point. The photo you just saw was taken from atop this rock right here. The rock is called Te Reo, and like many volcanic rocks along the coastline here, it has a name, it has a story, and is incredibly important to the local community. Okay, we need a new location. A neighbor of my mum and dad was walking past another one of these volcanic rocks recently when she noticed a very interesting plant growing out of the ground. It was none other than the Māori bush potato. The local name for this potato is Tutaekuri. There is some debate among scholars and Māori as to when this potato entered the culinary assemblage of the indigenous people of Aotearoa. Anthropologists and historians believe that the first potatoes arrived in New Zealand with European settlers in the 18th and early 19th century being brought over by whalers and sealers from South America. But many Māori will maintain that Tutaekuri and other indigenous potatoes were a part of Māori cooking dating back to the first Māori settlement of Aotearoa over 1,000 years ago, which would mean that these potatoes were coming from South America, being taken via Rapa Nui into the Pacific, into the Polynesian diet, then being brought down into New Zealand. But regardless of the origins of these potatoes, they are survivors. Even when Māori settlement patterns have changed, the potatoes will still survive wild all over the place. This is a replica of a Māori agricultural instrument that would have been used for farming. I bought this for my baby, but he's too young to use it, but I'm going to be using it right now to dig up our own Tutaekuri crop. Here we are in my mother's vegetable patch, and all these plants here, this is all Tutaekuri. This is all, and there's my son. And so, using my son's toki, we're going to start doing a little bit of digging and see what we can find. There we go. Immediate results. Would you look at that? Yeah, these potatoes are real survivors. They're an amazing breed of potato. They can really outlast anything. This whole area over 100 years ago was Māori farmland. Then it went into being developed, made into property, made into houses, and yet these are still growing wild all along the peninsula, still growing in back gardens. It is a lovely example of edible archaeology, a testament to the cultures and the people who have lived here before us as well.